Hello, everyone. Welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. 1,000-pound Sisters cast member Brittany is looking tiny these days following her dramatic weight loss, and many fans of the TLC show are shocked by her transformation. So, what does Brittany look like these days, and what are viewers saying about it? Losing weight has become a 1,000lb Sisters family activity. As 1,000-pound Sisters fans keeping up with regular updates know, Tammy Slaton has achieved the most dramatic weight loss out of everyone in her family. In addition to losing more than 500 pounds, Tammy went in for skin removal surgery to rid herself of all of the loose skin. Even though Tammy gets the most attention following her dramatic weight loss, many of the family members have turned their lives around and dropped weight. Chris Combs has taken getting healthy very seriously, and so has his wife, Brittany Combs. Brittany Combs looks unrecognizable with incredible weight loss. Because losing weight has become a Slaton family activity, this includes many of the siblings and even their significant others as well. Many viewers have called out Amy Halterman for backsliding and falling back into her old, bad habits. However, when it comes to Brittany Combs, she has truly turned things around, and she and Chris are looking better than ever. Brittany Combs has completely turned things around, especially when you compare what she looks like today with what she looked like before. Many 1,000-pound Sisters fans believe that this family would never achieve long-lasting weight loss, and they continue to prove their doubters wrong. For those 1,000-pound Sisters fans who have been rooting for Brittany and Chris, this is something that they love to see, as all of the hard work and dedication are clearly paying off in a big way. 1,000lb Sisters fans react to Brittany Combs' smaller figure. With Brittany Combs flaunting a much slimmer figure today, many 1,000-pound Sisters fans chimed in with plenty to say. There is a lot of support for her as she continues on her journey, and many commenters expressed both disbelief and support for how far she has come. While it's not clear how much Brittany currently weighs, her drop in weight is obvious, and fans continue to root for her. One recent commenter said, "These folks changing their lives, habits and attitudes as the show has gone on has been wonderful to watch." Change is hard, especially when the habits are generational and ingrained in you from a young age. Breaking them and putting in the work is not without pitfalls, but they've almost all done it. Couldn't be happier for them. A second person said, "All of them except for Amy seem to be doing good to the outward eye." Another person chimed in, saying, "I'm glad for her and hope her diabetes is under control now or doesn't need medication." A new face in the spotlight. Brittany Combs may not have been a household name when 1,000-pound Sisters first began airing on TLC, but her brief appearances alongside Tammy Slaton quickly earned her a dedicated fan following. Known for her sharp wit, no-nonsense attitude, and the genuine compassion she showed during some of Tammy's darkest days, Brittany wasn't just a side character. She was a mirror reflecting the everyday struggle of thousands of people battling obesity. But no one could have predicted the transformation Brittany would undergo. In just under 2 years, she has lost over 400 pounds and has become almost unrecognizable, tiny, radiant, and more confident than ever. Her journey wasn't filmed like Tammy or Amy's, and that's what makes it even more incredible. She did it away from the cameras, away from the noise, and purely for herself. Brittany's starting point. In early 2022, Brittany Combs weighed over 570 pounds. Her life was governed by physical limitations, struggling to walk to the mailbox, needing assistance getting out of bed, and fighting off multiple health complications. Diabetes, high blood pressure, and sleep apnea plagued her days and nights. What pushed her to the edge, she later admitted in a candid 2025 interview, was not a medical emergency or a major health scare. It was a birthday party. "I was sitting in this folding chair at my nephew's birthday," Brittany recalled, "and the chair broke under me. I laughed it off in front of everyone, but when I got home, I cried for hours. I knew right then that I couldn't keep pretending everything was okay. That moment marked the beginning of Brittany's transformation, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. A silent struggle. What fans didn't know during the filming of 1,000-Pound Sisters Season 4 was that Brittany had quietly enrolled in a weight loss program in Lexington, Kentucky. Unlike her cousins Tammy and Amy, Brittany wanted her journey to remain private until she had something tangible to show. Her regimen began with intensive therapy, something Brittany initially resisted. I didn't think I needed therapy. I thought, just give me a diet plan and a treadmill, she shared. But the therapist helped me dig into the emotional eating, the trauma, the loneliness. For years, Brittany had used food as a shield, a coping mechanism for a childhood riddled with instability and a teenage life full of body shaming. Now, with the guidance of professionals and the support of a small but tight-knit group of fellow participants, Brittany began to chip away at the walls she'd built around herself. The weight starts to fall. The first 50 pounds came off slowly, 6 months of water aerobics, portion control, and daily journaling. Brittany was proud but cautious. She had lost weight before, only to gain it back with interest. But this time, she noticed something different, her mindset. I didn't crave the binge anymore, she explained. When I was stressed, I went for a walk or called my sponsor instead of raiding the fridge. By month 8, she had lost 100 pounds. The difference was visible. Her face slimmed down. Her clothes fit looser. She was able to walk a block without stopping to rest. But with progress came pain, old joints reacting to new movement, loose skin starting to sag, and the looming anxiety of hitting a plateau. It was here that Brittany made a bold decision, saying yes to surgery. Although she had hoped to lose the weight naturally, Brittany realized she needed an extra push. After consulting with multiple bariatric surgeons, she chose to undergo a vertical sleeve gastrectomy (VSG). It was a decision she didn't take lightly. I knew surgery was just a tool, not a magic fix. But I was ready. I had already done the mental work. Now I needed the physical boost. The surgery was a success, but recovery wasn't easy. Brittany faced weeks of pain, nausea, and extreme fatigue. There were moments she questioned everything. But slowly, her body adapted, and the weight began to melt off faster. By the 1-year mark post-surgery, Brittany had lost over 250 pounds. The glow-up goes viral. Although she had kept her journey quiet for months, Brittany finally decided to post a transformation photo on Instagram in March 2025. The image showed her in a fitted red dress, her frame almost half the size it had once been. The post went viral within hours. 1,000-Pound Sisters fans were stunned. The girl who once stood quietly behind Tammy Slaton was now taking center stage, glowing, confident, and absolutely stunning. Even Tammy herself commented, writing, "Girl, you did that. Proud of you always." Brittany was flooded with interview requests, influencer deals, and fan mail. But she remained grounded. "I didn't do this for likes or clout. I did this to live," she said. The new Brittany. As of summer 2025, Brittany weighs just under 170 pounds. She's gone from a 6XL to a size 10. But more importantly, she's regained her freedom. She travels now, something she hadn't done in years. She even shared a reel of her hiking in Red River Gorge, something unthinkable just 2 years ago. She cooks healthy meals, teaches Zoom fitness classes for plus-sized beginners, and volunteers at a local women's shelter. Perhaps most heartwarming, Brittany has also fallen in love. I met James at a support group. He had lost 180 pounds, and we just clicked, she shared with a blush. He sees me for who I am, not who I used to be. Navigating loose skin and self-image. Despite her overwhelming success, Brittany is candid about the downsides too. One of the most challenging aspects of extreme weight loss is loose skin. I have about 25 pounds of extra skin, she revealed. It hangs from my arms, thighs, stomach. It's uncomfortable and sometimes painful. She plans to undergo skin removal surgery later this year and has already started a GoFundMe campaign to help with costs not covered by insurance. Fans have responded with overwhelming support, raising nearly $40,000 in just 3 weeks. Still, Brittany emphasizes that self-worth isn't skin deep. I may have stretch marks, scars, and loose skin, but I'm healthier, stronger, and happier than I've ever been. TLC comes calling. It didn't take long for TLC producers to reach out. Inspired by Brittany's viral transformation, they proposed a spin-off special focused entirely on her journey. Tentatively titled Brittany's Breakthrough, the special will reportedly include never-before-seen home footage, interviews with family members, and a sit-down with Tammy and Amy. TLC insiders hint it could lead to an ongoing series if fan interest remains strong. "I'm open to it," Brittany said. "If my story can help even one person take the first step, then it's worth it." Words of wisdom. Brittany now uses her platform to uplift others. Her Instagram lives are full of Q&As, pep talks, and meal prep sessions. She frequently shares before and after photos, not for praise, but to encourage accountability and hope. When asked what advice she'd give someone starting their own journey, she replied, "Start small. Drink more water. Walk a little more each day. Most importantly, forgive yourself for the times you gave up. We're all human. The only failure is not trying." Brittany and the sisters reunite. In a surprise clip released by TLC this July, Brittany is seen walking into Tammy Slatton's backyard during a family cookout. Tammy's reaction says it all, jaw dropped, eyes wide, followed by a huge bear hug. "You're tiny," Tammy exclaimed. Amy was just as stunned. "I didn't even recognize you at first." The episode, set to air this fall, will showcase a reunion between the trio, reflecting not just their physical transformations, but their evolving relationships as women who've battled, endured, and survived the war against their own bodies. Brittany isn't slowing down. She's working on a memoir tentatively titled Tiny but Mighty, where she dives deeper into the emotional and physical toll of obesity and recovery. She's also collaborating with a plus-sized fashion brand to create a line of workout clothes designed for all bodies. "I want to create spaces where people feel seen and safe, no matter what size they are." She dreams of one day opening a wellness retreat for women like her, people who want to change, but don't know where to begin. "Because I've been there," she says. "Lost, scared, ashamed. But I also know how to climb out of that place. And if I can make that journey easier for someone else, that's the legacy I want to leave." Brittany Combs' transformation isn't just about weight loss. It's about reclaiming power, choosing life, and showing the world that no matter how far gone things may feel, redemption is always possible. She may be tiny now in size, but her impact, spirit, and determination are larger than life. And for 1,000 Pound Sisters fans, she's nothing short of an inspiration.